Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a little bit of a different video. I'm going to be setting up a new 3-inch binder for my The Boyz collection, starting with Be Awake or title track Roar. This is what I am expecting to collect for this entire album. Yes, indeed, it is a lot of cards. We'll go through it a little bit more in depth when I start putting these things away. As always, I use Guardhouse shield sleeves for my The Boyz collection. I just find they're a little bit more, I don't know, professional. They don't get as dusty as quickly, and I just like how they feel and how they look a little bit more. I have a 3-inch Avery binder right here. This is what I have my other The Boyz binder in. I just figure 3 inches is plenty of space considering The Boyz usually releases a lot of photo cards all at once. I'd rather just get one of these, not have to buy one for at least another year or two. So yeah. So first I'm going to take this paper out, and I will also remove the sticker. I'm going to set this and this off to the side for just a moment. So before I start actually putting pages in my binder, let's go through really quickly what each album contains and what I'm personally collecting for this album. So essentially for Be Awake, they have kind of gone back to, I guess, Maverick. It's like a combination of Maverick and Be Aware. So starting with, there are 3 versions: Reach, Realize, and Reason. Per version, ignore this little half over here. As you can see, it says album photo card, album photo card, album photo card. Each member has 3 regular album photo cards per version. So you can see here, 3 album photo cards, 3 album photo cards per each version. So that's similar to Maverick, 3 album photo cards per version, per member, all the way until Eric. Eric came back for this era. So that means 11 photo cards, 3 photo cards for 11 members, 33, times 3 across each version, that's 99. So it's already a lot right there. And that's where Maverick ended, right? There's only 99 cards for that album in total. However, what brings Aware back into this is, Be Aware back into this is that now there are platform cards, which they didn't introduce until last era. So it's pretty much the same thing. There are 3 cards per member for platform versions. You've got the mini card, the QR card here. You have the official photo card here, which actually I believe comes in a set. When you buy the platform version, you get a set of all 11 members of that. And then you have the platform selfie photo card, which is random. So the QR code and the selfies are random. And there are 3 of those per version. So you got the Reach version here, Realize, and the Reason cards. And that's another 99 cards. So we're looking at, I don't even know what 99 plus 99 is off the top of my head. Nearly 200, right? Nearly 200 cards for I don't know, regular, they're not regular album cards, but nothing, non-album, I should say. Additionally, what's new, the newest thing about this era, as you can see here, Jewel. There is a Jewel case for this album, which is entirely new. They've never done Jewel cases before. So there are, as always, 11 Jewel case cards for the 11 members. Initially, I wasn't going to do Jewel cards. I was only going to collect Hanyeon, but I really like all of them, especially Changmin. He's holding up a picture of Ghana, his dog, and I really like, what else is that I like? Jiyeon's is really cute, and I think overall these would look really nice all put together. So I'm going to do my best to collect all of these cards, and I'm thinking the way that I will lay it out is all of the album photo cards for one member on one side of a page, right? If you're looking at 2 9-pocket pages like this, or like this, whatever. Maybe I put the album photo cards so they're facing up on the back side of this page, and then the platform cards on this side. So it's just all 18 regular cards for one member are just looking up at you like this. Or I considered just doing, rather than having a two-page spread, just one page of all the regular photo cards, the 11 members, and then all 11 pages of the platform cards. But I find that a little bit boring, so I think I might do 2-page spreads. So that's how it's going to go. Let's go ahead and put these in my binder. So here's my fresh new binder. First things first is putting pages away. I think I will need 22 pages if I calculated correctly, which, knowing me, I probably made a mistake there. So I believe I took out 22 pages. And if you're ever curious about where I get these pocket pages, I used to get them from eBay. I don't know if they still have them there anymore, but there are plenty available on Amazon. Just this brand right here, Guardhouse Shield. They also have 3-pocket and 4-pocket pages, so highly recommend. They are very, very nice. I think what I love most about collecting OT the Boys is that even though these albums, this collection as a whole can be really like intimidating and overwhelming, I find it so much fun. Especially knowing that I can just take my time with it, you know? I've never felt any pressure with any of my collections really to just like rush through them, feel like I have to get them done before what next era starts. I feel like realistically for me, that's just not possible. But I think that's why I just have such a great time collecting the Boys, is that I take my time, I get cards when I get them, and it's so satisfying to just put them all away when I get them, you know? I'm never gonna pressure myself to finish an era super quick. Like, I think that kind of takes the fun out of it. At least that's just me. But I love collecting OT the Boys. It's so much fun. So now I have all 22 pages put in here. In advance, I made some placeholder things right here. My style of laying out pages, I don't like to put in like an entire white sleeve if I know a card is going to go there. It confuses me. It makes me think that a collection is complete, or like a card is not supposed to go there when it's supposed to. So if I do have to put a placeholder in it, it's going to be smaller than the actual pocket itself. That makes it easier for me to know that something's going to go there. And I don't create, like, there are 99 cards per member, right? I'm not making 99 individual things per pocket. I can't do it. So I made 3 per version, and you'll see how it goes. So, like I talked about a second ago, I think what I'll do is make a essentially 18 spread layout for the album cards and the platform cards, and I'll talk about the jewel cases later. But I think that's what I'll do, and you know, what's nice is that I can always change my mind about it later if I don't like how it looks. I don't have any cards right now. I was a fixed joiner in a group order manager's group order. So I should be getting like a boatload of cards all at once. And then, you know, when I get all those cards in, I can see how it looks. And if I want to change anything, then I can. But if we can start with Sangyeon, I'm always going to go in Sangyeon to Eric order with these. So we'll start with Sangyeon. The reach cards will be here at the top, and I'm putting these in backwards just so, you know, it makes sense for the layout. Then the Realize is next, and then Reason. This is Reason. So all of the album photo cards here, and then what I have is platform. I have placeholders for the platform cards, and what I think I'll do is, since there are 2 concept cards and 1 selfie, I'm going to put the concept cards on the side and put the selfie in the middle. I don't think that bothers me too much because I don't really care about how the backs look, the backs don't really bother me. Like, you know, usually I'd be like, oh, the QR code has to be in the middle because the QR code is going to look weird if it's just on the side on the back. But I think I'm going to prioritize the front-facing visuals more than the backside this era, especially if I'm doing like an 18 spread layout. So that's how it's going to go. I'll do the QR code here, along here, and then selfies here and official PCs here per version, right? So reach, realize, reason. Yes, I think that makes sense. Because the reach cards will go like this. So it'll just be reach across here, realize, and then reason all the way down here. So I'm just going to continue this pattern for all of the 11 members, and I will, I guess, speed through this, and I'll catch up with you at the end. Alright, so I've just finished putting in all of the placeholders for the album and platform cards. I think this will work out pretty nicely. Again, I could always change my mind later when I actually get the cards in this, when I can see how they actually all look together, but that is fine for now. So yeah, welcome to the, is this like technically my 4th The Boyz binder if you count my Hangya Not an Album binder? Hey, but that's fun, that's cool. So that's this binder. Let's get into where I'll be storing my jewel case cards. So the jewel case cards will actually be going into this binder, which I know usually holds like older albums and older eras, but I decided that it can also hold like OT sets in here. So you'll see it here first, but I did move the Maverick IDs in here, and I do think it looks just a little bit better like this. So continuing on to the next page, I'm going to insert a page here. So I've inserted a page here, and I will essentially lay it out just like I did the Maverick IDs, and I'll put the jewel cases in here. However, I need to make a placeholder because I didn't do that yet. So I'll just say, be aware jewel case. And that can live, it usually lives in this pocket, which is the Channy pocket. And then I'll also put a white sleeve in here, just so I know that no card is supposed to go there. Perfect, so it'll go Sangyeon Jacob, Younghoon Hyunjae, Juyeon Kevin, New Q, Hanyeon, Sonu Eric. And that'll be the jewel cases if I ever, you know, this is only if I decide like, oh yeah, this is a good idea for me to collect all 11 of them. If it's too much, I'm obviously probably just going to downsize it to Hanyeon and Jacob and Channy maybe, but definitely Hanyeon for sure. We'll see. Next binder is the last for this video. I'm going to be setting up for the Hanyeon non-album in my Hanyeon non-album binder. Alright, so here's my Hanyeon non-album binder. I had a couple questions last video about what pockets I use for these. These are the Amifa brand 4-pocket pages for A5 size. What's nice about these is that they can fit Dragon's Shield size pockets, and they are double-sided. So for, you know, regular 4-pocket page, you can fit 8 photo cards nicely. So I'm going to set these off to the side because I feel like I have to insert pages, but oh, let's focus now. Okay. So let's skip to the end of Be Aware, which is right here. I do have one template. I do not believe it is up to date. I think there are at least 2 more photo cards events that have released since this has been made, but I couldn't find an updated one, so we'll just have to go with this and what I have, what placeholders I've made so far. So we're gonna go off of this. There are a good healthy amount, I think almost the same as or a little bit more than Whisper. Is there a way I can do, let me zoom out a little bit. I wanted to try and fit all of this on one screen so you can see exactly what I'm doing. Things might get a little clipped off in places, but this is the best I can do for now. So I'm just gonna put in, I guess, a random amount of pages. I guess I can count. I should probably count how many are on this template just to be safe. I counted 21 on here, so I don't even know how many pages that means. 21, 8, 16, 24. Maybe just start with 3. I think 3 will be fine. Where are the tops? Here. Okay. So I do have all the placeholders already made up until, what is this? The Everline pop-up store stamp event, which I don't even know if I'm going to get because that might be like crazy expensive for resale. But I do have the ones that I do want right here, starting with the Hello 82 US card. And I have highlighted which ones are on the way because my group order manager, like I mentioned, I joined a fixed go thing, so I claimed every Hainan that was available that they opened up for. I got the Hainan spot if it was available, so hopefully I don't have to buy too many off of, you know, other websites or other people later on. But there is Hello 82, the US card, which I have on the way. Olive Young, which I do not have on the way, but my group order manager is looking for it. Mini Record 1 on the way, and Mini Record 2. Mini Record Japan, I don't have on the way, which is the unit card. I think he's with Jacob? No, he's with someone. I'm not sure. Everline 1, not on the way quite yet. Makestar 1 on the way. With Moo 1 on the way. Also, I just realized like last week that With Moo used to be With Drama. All this time I was like, oh, there's this new store With Moo. Like, why are all these companies going with Moo? But I didn't know it used to be With Drama. Beat Road and Sonara, which I think I have Sonara technically on the way, but I just haven't highlighted it yet because I haven't paid. My group order manager hasn't secured it yet. Everline 2 on the way. With Moo 2 on the way. Oh, and in case I haven't mentioned it before, the way that I lay these out is simply just based on release order. I don't do like Everline 1 and 2 together. I don't do it that way. I just prefer to do it as they come out because sometimes, like, you know, members will change their hair colors as a era goes on. And I don't know, it's just easier for me to lay it out this way. I remember for Chase, I tried to do it where like I'll group all the My Music Tastes together and all the whatever's together. It didn't really work out. So I'd rather just do it this way. It's easier for my state of mind to just, as the shops were announced, put them out that way. Here we have the Weavers card. The Sonara offline lucky draw. I know some of these are going to be very difficult to get, which is whatever. But that's what's nice about collecting Hainan, I'll say, is that even though there are cards like these offline lucky draws, with Hainan, he's not necessarily the most sought after member. He's relatively easier to collect, and especially if you're looking at like East Asian stores or whatnot, he tends to be priced a little bit lower. So if I were collecting like Julian or Sunu, let's say, it'd be a lot more expensive than me collecting Hainan. So I'm a little bit grateful for that. Do I wish he was more popular? Absolutely, yes. But in the collecting sense, it's very nice. Then we have Makestar 2 with Drama Lucky Draw, with Moo Lucky Draw Selfie. The with Moo Lucky Draw unit with him and Chani, which is absolutely something I have to get. Like, I don't usually get the unit cards, but this one have to get because I feel like I mentioned it before, but Chani is my second bias, so gotta get that. With Moo Lucky Draw Polaroid, K-Town for You, the pop-up store Lucky Draw, and the Everline pop-up lucky draw. As you can see, well, I don't know if you can see, but this here ends on Everline pop-up store stamp event. I purposely did not make a placeholder for it just because stamp cards have notoriously, like in the past, been very difficult and expensive to get. So I don't know if I want to put myself through the trouble of getting this one. And I think he's paired up with Hyunjae, so that's even worse because Hyunjae is a popular member and his prices tend to go up. So we'll see. If I ever get my hands on it, that's cool. If I don't, I'm totally fine with that as well. But I think after Everline pop-up is with Move 3 and Make Star 3. But this template doesn't have it yet, and you know, I'll get them when I get them because I know I have them both on the way. So yeah, I think that's it for Hanyeon. Not too bad here. Very excited to start these. So yeah, thanks again so much for watching my video. I hope that gives you a little bit further insight on how I set up my collections and decide on what I collect. I know it's a bit different because I'm an OT, the boys collector, but hopefully I can start doing this more in the future with my other collections. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. Stream more. I know this is very late. I know Roar has been out for like 2.5, maybe 3 weeks now, but I'm glad I got this done. I'm glad to start this new era. See you next time. Bye.